if there are dudes out there who are cucks who like to watch their wives get fucked or whatever, like I guess go them. I met one. It was the most uncomfortable thing in my life. I met this couple. The woman's name was Michelle. I don't know if that's real. I think she went by Ginger, maybe. She's redheaded, but I think her name was definitely Michelle. I don't know if the Ginger thing was real. Her name was Michelle. She's probably 180 pounds. She's not my type at all, right? She's a big girl. And I'd met her. Lady Rackets had met her before. And she comes up and asks me, she flat out asked me, this is very weird. We're at a dance club. She asked me, she's like, are you guys into the lifestyle? She goes, basically, are you guys swingers? It's like, well, no, we're literally dancing. Lady Raggets was sleeping at the time. I'm like, we're just dancing. But no, like, that's fine. That's not us. If you guys know me, if you're 200 pounds, I barely even want to talk to you in my life. This chick was big, way not my type or whatever, but she was nice. So she's like, oh, okay. You're not into anything like that. I'm like, no, we're just like, we just go out dancing. It's great. We're not into other people. It's fine. And so then I said, but wait, are you? Cause like she's there, right? Her husband is absent. I don't know what's going on. Then I realized what's going on. I realized in that moment, it was like, it was at this point he realized he fucked up. So I'm standing there. I'm like, wait, are you guys into that? And she goes, well, yeah. And then she grabs me and she kisses me. And I'm like, oh, okay, back off, lady. Not my thing, but cool. Like whatever you guys do. And then I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, we do the hot wife thing. What's that? Well, I have some black friends. I'm like, oh my God. Do tell. She's like, and he likes to watch. That is something I don't understand. I do not understand that dynamic. When they're at home, she will invite friends over and he will just sit there and watch these guys fuck her. I don't understand that. That's a thing that is so far fucking beyond my experience. I didn't know what to do. But the worst part about this whole story for me was when I realized the whole purpose of her question was to find out if I would fuck her while her husband watched. And I was like, no, oh my God, no. Because again, I'm fattest. And she's very nice. She's super sweet. Nicest person I'd met in a long time. But 0% hot to me because she's over 200 pounds. She's tall or whatever. She's also a big girl. Sorry. You got to look like this. You got to look like this for me to even like think you're attractive. It's this weird thing though, like where I got to confront that situation. I never run into this shit. Guys, I live in a small town. All I do is I go to the grocery store. I go to my own life shit. I go to the post office and then I go home. But I was on vacation. This person's like, oh yeah, my husband and I do blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I don't. Cheers. Have fun. It's a weird thing. And that's when you realize that people's lives in the United States specifically, and high income earners, by the way, they're not like yours. What I mean by they're not like yours is like you have concerns, you have bills, you have work, and you have sleep. Those are the things you're worried about. Like, oh, fuck, I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to go to sleep. If I get my concerns done or my like self-fulfillment, that's great. But I'm going to go to sleep. That's you. These people don't live on that schedule. They live in a schedule that doesn't matter. They've explored everything in their lives. And now what they want to do is like use their sexuality to engage with other people in a way that is not quote unquote normal. I don't care what they do, but you need to know that that's what they're doing because they may do it to you. It's fucking weird. It's fucking crazy. And let me just tell you, the walk away Say, oh, that's cool. I don't do that. Walk away is the greatest thing you'll ever do in your life. They won't even be mad at you, by the way. They'll still be friends with you tomorrow. But it's a weird fucking encounter. That's this shit work. I never asked for this. I didn't anticipate this. That's how life goes. Baldo Gagger says, Nick, you just asked why these guys are afraid of black guys taking their women and then tell us a hot wife story about black guys. No, but Baldo Gagger says, stop. I see what you're trying to say. But you know what? To that guy, cheers to him, I guess, you cock. She went home to him at the end of the day. She didn't go home to black guys. Like that's their thing. But no black guy is stealing that woman. And let me add the second part. That guy was an actual cuck, a legitimate card-carrying, happy cuckold. You don't see that very often. Like you will, it is rare that you meet these people. And if you do, they probably don't admit it. You have to be in a specific place where you can tell. She was a hot wife. He was a literal cuck. And it was fucking weird. It's not the cuck of, oh, your wife cheated on you. Like people do that or whatever. No. This guy says, no, I'll just watch. And then incidentally, you encounter them and they are just watching you like, oh my fucking God, this is weird. And you walk away. That's not something you can understand. But that wasn't the black person's fault or the black friend's fault. That's literally the guy. That's the guy being a cuck. But black guys aren't walking up and stealing that woman. Here's what you have to understand about that woman and that guy. At some point prior to when I met them, that guy said, I don't care what you do. Just please let me watch. That's what he said to her. Some iteration of that. And she said, okay, so I can do whatever I want as long as you get to look. And he says, yeah. That's not on the woman. That's not on the black guy. That's not on the hot wife. That's not on the black guy who's taking the hot wife. It's literally on the guy who says, give me anything you do. Nope, that's not real. Don't let them give you anything that they do because 1, you will cry. 2, you will kill yourself. And 3, you're not ready for it because you are a person and what they're going to show you is not personhood. Don't do that. Don't do those things. But that's the problem with all these fucking laws. This is how people treat them. Like, well, a black guy. It's not about the black guy, guys. It's about the white guy. It's about the guy apologizing for everything and saying, oh, you can do this. You can do that. You can do whatever you want, queen. They can't do whatever they want. If they could do whatever they want, they wouldn't be begging you for money.